early, it helps them immensely in these early skirmishes and team fights.
Of course, yeah.
We'll see. Again, if you guys want to in the chat, whether you're watching wherever you are, give us a 1 or a 2. A 1 for AP Bren lineup, a 2 for TNC, whichever you're feeling like is going to win this game. If we get to a game 3 or not, jumping in the land of Dawn. Game 2 here as it's match point for AP Bren.
Man, Wolf. Of course, it's nice who's first cast of the season. The gourd shows up.
Of course, the gourd.
Of course, right?
Yep.
You know, I woke up this morning
Yeah.
with a gourd, watching gourd,
Yep.
and now
Yep.
I get to see it here.
Yep. You know, you always miss your daddy, and Gord misses his, you know, daddy nice you. Daddy nice is here, I gotta show up.
Got to.
That's how it is, you know? And even looking at the emblems here, that's a whole lot of, wow, the good
Flicker.
good athletic flicker, Super Marco. That's what I like to call that.
Good move here. Good move. And they did it in the exact moment where Oakland was not really anywhere nearby, so they had to force a flicker out of Super Marco. That's something, at least, for TNC, a good start.
Oh, great start, actually. Allows for Yasuo to stay in this lane. Brody alone is a bad matchup for the Claude, but Brody and Diggy together, oh man, that's a lane that you never really want to face up against.
Big nightmare here. But of course, they're making the nightmare scenario work at the very least in their laning phase.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask for right now. Obviously, we've seen Claude really tear it up in the past few games here in MPL Philippines. So, gotta keep your eye on the VAT. Kyle TC, though, has that target straight up on the head. He can't really move that much. His movement just being slowed down by the AP Bren lineup. It's so hard to do anything right now with a trio up top.
Yeah, tough to play around that, right? Now, first objective coming up here. Both teams going to want to contest this, but already still going, forcing Ryzen back. So unless he decides to actually contest this, might just have to give it up to AP Bren for now. But Nomad there with the information as well. But it looks like Kyle Teasy and the rest should be able to just grab this. No implosion available either for Nomad, but they might want to do something here.
Yeah, they might want to. And there goes the Mystic Gush here, but Force Flicker out of Hatred, still getting caught here by Flap Teasy. No problem whatsoever for the World Champion XP laner. Force that Flicker out, still gets that kill.
The reason why TNC lost control at the early stages was because of AP Bren going in for that fight up top. It's actually pretty smart because they utilized the strength of the X-Borg, knowing that Ryzen eventually will show up, and then they parked 3 of their heroes up top, taking out heads, and then denying the XP cart, also poking Ryzen along the way. So there's a lot of things that they were able to achieve up top, and that's why TNC lost the turtle fight. I thought that TNC should not fight under the turtle anymore because they've already lost so much, but because they didn't cut their losses, now they are down 1.5k.
Man, I feel like, you know, whenever I'm on the desk with you, Wolf, I share IQ with you because that's my same sentiments, right? I was hoping TNC wouldn't fight that. I was hoping they would just realize Ryzen was less than half health. They didn't have the level 4s available, even a Nomad. They just gave it up, right? But they're trying to make a play here in the mid.
Yeah, one more Daytona's welcome. Straight into Ryzen. They are getting caught between a rock and a hard place right now. And Few and Owen just enduring the damage from the Gourd. And Flap Teasy, as usual, ready to rotate, take that fight for AP Bren once more. A lot of the battle spells used here on the side of TNC.
Yeah, that's tough. You know why? Because Hatred, I believe he only has the, I think he only has the Arcane Boots. Like, I don't think he has any of the big items yet, or even on his way to that first item just yet, because, you know, when you find setups like that, the Mystic Gush is not going to be enough in terms of the tankiness even provided from AP Bren right now with their current lineup. So they have to buy more time here.
The problem is for TNC, this is a snowball composition from AP Bren, and the fact that they're leading by 1,300 gold just makes that matter very, very much unmanageable. Few with a glowing wand already is a big problem for the for the second turtle fight, because that means that you just can't show up. And look at Few identifying that that's available. It's already poking the members of TNC.
No fear whatsoever on the side of Capitan Few. Flap Teasy, though, he's getting wailed on the back by the lineup of TNC, but here comes The protection being offered by a Diggy Flap. TZ very low though.
Flap.
And it's going to be TNC taking on the Turtle. Kaltizi might be in trouble but gets Nomad on the back end of that one. Flicker out by Ogwen. Make sure that TNC get something here. That fight.
Great pickup there. Able to at least get the turtle, right? But crazy too that Flap was able to survive that whole exchange, but still kind of a back and forth, but AP Brent holding on to that lead.
An amazing play coming out from AP Brent with the micro that they have. TNC, interestingly, still snagged that turtle, so that's great for them.
Whoa!
They will get more.
There you go. There's the burst that we're expecting from a Gord right there.
That's some big damn.
That's some big damn moment.
It's there. And currently, for Hatred, as he gets on the board here, he's going to be building up exactly what he needs to. But hold on, Yasuo, he's quite low, but should be fine. Nomad also using the conceal there. But for TNC, right, as we take a look at this, how's this playing a part in terms of the economy and the itemization?
Okay, so it's very important to take these Radiant Armors. The economy is bad for TNC, but it's not that bad. Oh.
My goodness. Phew.
Yep. Did you see that, you know, Vexana? But I'll explain later. There's a clash.
There's a clash. Right now, it is going to be saved up by Ogwen. That is a beautiful times journey, making sure that, you know, AP Brand members are still mobile and they can still kind of throw out their skills. Heads still in range for that final slash that we're talking about here, but the Tour Depart memory will clean him up. Yasuo, super late to the party, still gets that kill though. That could be big for the goal laner for TNC.
Yasuo quad. But anyways, you saw that few when he got jumped upon. He just popped the Purify, and even as he was walking, was able to pop the ultimate. The animation for Vexana is crazy.
It really is.
Somebody has to nerf that guy. That Vexana, I don't know. I'm not one to assume pronouns now, but yeah. Somebody has to nerf that hero.
Well, it'll eventually, you know, it'll eventually happen, right? But right now, the fight for this next turtle's coming through.
Eternal Guard's insane right now. I gotta agree. And right now, even as we are speaking, they are clashing under this huge pile of rock. Ryzen still on point with the Retribution. Good damage as well coming in from Flap. TZ gets a double for his efforts, and heads falls to few.
Well, again, right now, AP Bren. Oh, hold on, Yasuo.
Yeah, Yasuo, he's trying to see if he can clean up the scraps here, but no, none will be available for you, good sir. Not in this one. Hatred, the skin of his teeth there, making it alive.
Good flicker out from Hatred. You see through the replay, the AoE damage from AP Brent's explosions around the turtle. And it all started because of Flaptee's insane blast insanity. Damage is there. And then Kaltizi just catching isolating one of the members of TNC, and I think that's a great choice. Like even controlling heads or Ryzen should be enough.
Not easy though, just absorbing so much damage right now. Still has that last insanity, but no, not anymore. Has to flicker out of there.
Just throw everything at him.
Yep.
Flap's gonna be fine, right? He's got the armor, he flickers out. But TNC looking to at least get this turret. They're gonna trade though. Cross map here as a tier 2 in the bottom lane is going to fall. And AP Bren still looking to find anything they can on the map against TNC leading into this first Lord. Again, just like we talk about patterns from AP Bren, they start to put the pressure around this mark to either get a kill or two and work around that. So we have to see if TNC learned from game 1, if they can kind of keep things together, keep things safe for now, and hopefully win that first big objective dance in the Lord Pit. But right now, the main thing is itemizations coming online as well for AP Bren, working around this 2.5k gold lead.
And that's a gold lead that they developed because of their macro. And you can see that Super Marco with his macro plays, going in for the push onto the bottom lane and then transitioning up to the top. He recalled back to base, went up top, and they have taken so much map control away from TNC. That's the AP Bren macro.
Whenever they're standing gold on the map, you expect AP Brand to go straight for that the moment that they get the opportunity. That's exactly what they did there on the top side.
Right now, as they go ahead and get this Lord started up, Ryzen has the information. He's going to wait for the rest of the team here. But again, Yasuo is not a part of this fight just yet. They know they have plenty of time, though. Eternal Guard going to come down. TNC heads, jumps in.
And yes, it wasn't taking a lot of time here. They're all just way too late to the party as the Lord is already taken up by AP Brent. Ryzen caught in a very bad spot. Nomad, though, he really tried. But yeah, faced off in the foot with a huge times 30. Damage is real, though. When Yasuo gets to the fight, you know he does the damage. He gets a double for his efforts.
Wow, what a hero play coming up from Yasuo. Definitely, they need a lot of that. Yasuo, formerly known as Ninja Killer.
The Ninja Killer.
Ninja Killer.
With ninja plays with this Claude. And, however, AP Bren, great identification of what TNC's formation will be. What they did was to burst down the Lord because they know that TNC is not paying attention to the Lord area, and they have a lot of burst damage against the Lord anyways, a lot of objective damage. That's why eventually took out the Lord that easily, taken away from TNC. However, it is clear now that TNC does not have the strength in this mid game.
Yeah.
They will now have to depend on the late game.
They were being out-rotated hard here, man.
They were.
Have you noticed that?
Ogwin too. You got to give it up to Ogwin here. A lot, even in that last exchange for that Lord fight, he held on to the times journey for that timing to kind of counterplay into that implosion, and now they deal with this Lord here on the bottom side. Let's see if they can put the pressure in.
Oh, they put Kaltisi inside the base. That is huge. And the shielding from the times journey will not be enough to save him, but Nomad will also suffer here. Lord is wailing up on that base. Double kill here for Super Marco. They're still in range. Ultimate still available for Yasuo, but he will not use it for now, though. Gonna have to really pick his timing here. Here comes another Final Slash activated by Heads. This time, no times journey to save him, but AP Bren stands strong.
There's always this dilemma. Will you fight when your enemy is ahead by 3,000 gold, fight under your turret with the Lord there, or just defend? TNC went for the fight, and because of that, they lost more.
Yeah, they did lose a lot here. Heads going down. No more Final Slash to worry about here for AP Bren. Good damage from Hatred, clearing out these lanes. But as you can see, Fuse got some in the bag as well.
This is what I'm talking about. The synergy with AP Bren, whatever lineup they have, it's very apparent how they layer a lot of these skill sets from the heroes they choose. And TNC right now, fully exposed base, trying to keep it together, waiting for the next two members to come up.
Seems to be Ryzen again, just trying to do as much as he can, maybe block out these minion waves. But in the end, AP Bren's superior macro just outmaneuvering TNC in each and every corner, gets them to 2-0.
AP Brent showing it how it's done once again, a big lesson